Love-inspired suspense and HarlequinAudio present K-9 Search and Rescue Books 13 through 15, featuring Tracking the Missing by Sammy A. Abrams, performed by Tanya Sari, and K-9 Alaskan Defense by Sarah Varland, performed by Dominique Dibble, and Searching for Justice by Connie Queen, performed by Cindy Stark. Tracking the Missing.
These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. John chapter 16, verse 33. This book is dedicated to Goose, the real-life ducky, a golden retriever with personality to spare. If he could read, I'd thank him for taking such good care of my daughter Melissa. Goose boy, you're the best. Chapter 1. Dried leaves crunched to Victoria Campbell's left, sending a shiver slithering up her spine. She jerked her head toward the noise. What critter had her in its sights? Did it have 4 legs or 2? She hated the woods. More than that, she hated the unknown in the depths of Indiana's wildfire state forest. Nor any forest for that matter. Her deceased husband had owned the hiking and camping gig. He'd loved the outdoors and had passed that passion on to their son. So here she was, in the middle of nowhere, ready to jump out of her skin at any strange sound, because she loved the teen. The fire crackled in front of her. Sparks popped and the flames danced and snaked into the night, chasing away the crisp fall air. The weatherman claimed lows in the mid-40s at night, not the normal freezing temperatures Indiana was known for during this time of year. That's why she went ahead and planned a backpacking trip with her son and his friends. One last outing before winter hit. The log she leaned against while sitting on the forest ground dug into her back. The discomfort mimicked her life, tolerating trials and adversity. Never in her wildest imagination had she thought she'd be a widow at 32, with a 16-year-old brother-in-law whom she'd raised as her own since she married at 18. But here she was, killing it. Kind of. Mostly, not really. She loved nature, from the deck of a mountain cabin. The changing color of the leaves and cool air had a calming effect. But traipsing through Wildfire State Forest with 3 teenage boys in the middle of fall? Not so much. At least, the temperatures wouldn't kill her, she hoped. Mama T, thanks for bringing us. Joey, her son/brother-in-law, leaned in and touched her shoulder with his. She reeled in her runaway thoughts, her heart filled with love at Joey's name for her. As far as she was concerned, he was her son, and she'd always treated him as such. Raising him since he was 2 gave her that right. She plastered a smile on her face and refused to show him anything but pleasure. There's no place I'd rather be. Joey's friends, Kurt and Andrew, snorted. Hey! Tori picked up a twig and chucked it at the 2 clowns, although they weren't wrong. Andrew ducked and laughed. Seriously, Mrs. C, thanks for bringing us. Yeah, Mrs. C, thanks, Kurt chimed in. You're welcome, guys. I'm happy to do it. And she was. Her husband, Ryan, had died 6 years ago, and Joey missed his brother, the man who'd taken over the role of father, something fierce. When Joey had sunk into a deep depression a few months ago, the backpacking trip had been her way of jolting him out of his despair. The teen adored hiking, a gift from Ryan. The fire started to die down, and the wildlife symphony grew in the background. Tori rubbed her arms. Night 2 of the trip, and the night noises continued to make her uneasy. A twig snapped behind her. She jerked her gaze toward the sound. What was that? Probably a bear, Joey teased. Not funny, Jay. Tori glared at her son. Or a cougar, Andrew added to her son's torment. Ugh, these boys would be the death of her yet. Don't worry, Mrs. C. It's only a raccoon or deer. Kurt came to her rescue. All 3 teens were good kids, but Kurt had the softest heart out of the trio. She hoped he was right. Since it's late and we have a long day ahead of us if we plan to make it to the scenic point of the lake tomorrow, I suggest we get some sleep. Sure. Sounds like a plan. The boys agreed a little too easily.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?